Strategic alignment. Okay, so basically strategic or strategy means something that is very systematic in nature. Okay, you know that after this step of the project, what is the second step I need to do? Okay, so say for example there are 7 steps. After the first step you cannot directly jump to the 7th step, right? But there are certain steps you need to cover. Okay, without that you cannot go further. So basically strategic alignment here means that you are supposed to summarize or keep all the process and all the steps together, write it down, plan it accordingly, and then you start working on it. If your strategy is not aligned, you might face a lot of risk that is unbearable. Okay, the second part is leadership. The second point is leadership. Very important. Okay, so normally kids get confused between what is a leader or what is a manager, or what is managing and what is leadership. Okay, managing means I am doing my work, you do your work. Okay, I'm giving you 2 extra work to be done, you come to me and show it to me. Okay, manager makes people work around him. Leader says I am doing my work, you are doing your work. If difficulty arises in your work, come to me, I will help you out. Okay, so leader is the one who works and make others also work, but also help them to go ahead. Manager just orders to get the work done. Okay, we also know there are certain kinds and certain types of leadership: autocratic, bureaucratic, or democratic, Hitlership. Okay, all these are the types of leadership. Leadership changes from situation to situation, always remember that. Okay, the next one that we have is clear focus and objective. Whenever you pick up a particular project, your focus should be very clear. या तो मुझे बहुत प्रॉफिट बनाना है, या तो मुझे प्रॉफिट बनाने के बाद I need to do CSR. CSR is corporate social responsibility. It means that whatever you take from the natural resources or nature, you give it back to them. Okay, the best example I could say for CSR is Tata. Tata has come up with so many initiative campaign. He has his Tata Hospital, Tata Cancer Hospital. तो जितना पैसा कमाते हैं उससे कहीं ज़्यादा he might just donate it or do it some good for the betterment of the people. Okay. Then you have realistic project planning. Very important. Your project is supposed to be very realistic. ऐसे हमें में project का decision नहीं लेना है. Okay, I am sure you must be knowing the meaning of SMART. Okay, SMART. Smart. Your project should be specific. M, it should be measurable. Like you could actually measure कि मैं profit कर रहा हूँ, loss कर रहा हूँ. A, attainable. Whatever project you pick up, you are supposed to attend it. You are not just supposed to leave it in a very first go. या अभी मेरा मन नहीं है तो मैं छोड़ रहा हूँ. Okay, SMAR. R is realistic. I am going to make a metro bridge from Versova to Ghatkopar in next 2 years. Wrong. You cannot do that. This project is not realistic. T is time bound. Give yourself and your project a time bound. कि मैं 2017 में स्टार्ट करेगा प्रोजेक्ट, 2020 तक उसको खत्म करूँगा. ओके, द नेक्स्ट थिंग दैट यू हैव इज रिस्क मैनेजमेंट. ओके, रिस्क इज समथिंग दैट इज अनसर्टेन. You don't know that is going to come. Also, there are certain risks that you know are going to come, but you can't avoid it. Okay, then you are supposed to do risk management. You are supposed to do hedging. Hedging means elimination of risk. As I said, you cannot completely remove the risk from the root, but you can eliminate it. Okay. Then you have continuous oversight. You are supposed to continuously think about your project. Okay, you should know that okay fine, अगर मेरा plan A successful नहीं हुआ, do I have a plan B? Okay. Then you have managing quality. Basically means that the things, the factors that I am using in that particular project, is it worth it? Quality अच्छा है या मैं अंदर ही अंदर कुछ झोल कर रहा हूँ? I am cost cutting. Okay. Then you have managing change. Managing change means, say for example, government comes up with a new rule or new law or new tax. What are you supposed to do in that? Okay, taking example of the demonetization. imagine what chaos it would be during that time where your project is going on and the government tells you that 2000 ka note banned, 500 ka note banned. You are dealing in cash in your project and you do not have the authority to deal with the cash that you have in your hand. हाथ में पैसा है but ma'am I cannot use it. Why? Demonetization, new rules and new laws. Okay? And the last one, learning from failures. Very, very important. It's not only your project management or your commercial or career life, but even in your personal life, we know that we definitely learn from the failures. Okay, so if you know that in my last project I had done this ABC part which was a bad grand failure, I am not going to repeat that again. Okay, and yes, definitely the last part of the unit 1 is the project management history. In the 1980s, there was an increasing interest in the organization. So all these organizations and companies, they started inculcating a lot of interest in coming up with new buildings, infrastructure, project. Okay, and project management issues also starting taking place in project. Always remember, if the whole crowd is running to one particular thing, that one particular thing is going to cause a lot of problem to people. Okay. In 1987, there is something known as PMBOK. PMBOK stands for Project Management Body of Knowledge. Okay. It was the very first year when they started giving out certification to whoever learned the concept of project management. Just like how you have different courses on internet, in 1987 the very first institute took the initiation or initiative to come out with the project management concept training. Okay, so all those people who took the certification were called the PMPS, that is the project management professional. Okay, so with this we are done with the unit 1. I hope you all have understood. Okay, and if there are some doubts, if there is something that you want me to add on to, you can please give us the feedback. Thank you.